Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Gemini. So, Gemini, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot cards. So, the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So, Gemini, you have a lovely, lovely reading today. It's all about being embraced. It's all about being accepted as you are wholeheartedly and being sheltered, being loved, really, being very well received by people that resonate with you. It feels like soul family type of thing. It feels like you find kindred spirits to the point that you feel at ease, you feel like you're safe, you feel protected. But there is also a beautiful thing here because I feel like there is a very important meeting that happens within a specific group that is taking you in and embracing you to be part of that group. So there are two possibilities really to what I'm seeing. I'm going to leave that to the end because it wants to be tied together as those two possibilities. It's almost like it's a braid. It's like they are braided. So I feel like it comes in a way that maybe you are experiencing this in the same way that another person is experiencing that. They are also going to be embraced maybe by you, perhaps. We'll see. So we're beginning with the Three of Cups. And to me, this is the card of co-creation from the heart. But what I saw with this card and what I heard with this card was you approaching these two hearts here, meaning the Two of Cups. So perhaps a couple or, a couple of people, not necessarily a couple per se, but, two people with your open heart asking to join them. The way that I saw this was you approaching two people with an open heart. And what I heard was, can I join you? And I feel like this is a very honest ask. This is a very humble and vulnerable ask. There is nothing that you're hiding. There is nothing that you are keeping to yourself. You are showing your heart. And I feel like you're asking somehow protection, or you're asking to be taken in. You're asking to be held or to be embraced. And it's like, it's like a child asking for their parents' love in a sense. But I'm not seeing that type of dynamic. It's just an example of the humbleness, the openness perhaps. But I feel like the instant response is yes, of course, we have plenty of space. With the Four of Cups, I feel like these two are, it's like they have experience with taking people in, people who resonate, people who could be taken in a sense that they would, as you are showing up as, they would show up very open in order to co-create with these two. So it's not like charity work, like, you're coming in because you have no other option and they are going to help you. It's more like, yes, come in, but let's do something together now that you're here with us. And I feel like this is not, it's like the responses are really fast because you are already a match. It's like with the Four of Cups, usually I see the fours as safety, as stability. But in this case, really what I was seeing was like they have the space, or at least the heart space. They have room in their hearts for you. And I want to say for more than just you, because with the three being followed by the four, I feel like as soon as you approach them, it's almost like there is already another person right behind you asking the same thing. And that's the curious thing about the two cards that came last, and they came together, they turned together. And I feel like it's you and this other person who you're going to meet, because perhaps you're both going to the same people, to the same group, to the same place, asking for the same thing, asking for shelter, asking for love, asking for healing. Perhaps I'm not seeing healing as much as love, just being embraced, just feeling like you're going to be well received, your heart is safe, right? It's interesting because the Four of Cups yesterday came up in the Taurus extended, I believe, and it was talking about emotional stability, the sense of ease, like you can express your emotions freely. There is no need to safeguard yourself from these people, from these ones who are, it's like they are the stewards of this place. Maybe they are, the heads or the founders of a certain organization that talks about love, that, takes in people, that receives people with so much love. And I feel like they are always ready to receive more people. With the Page of Wands, it's interesting because at first I was not sure if this was you, Gemini, or if this was somebody else, but I feel like this is a completely different person. It feels like somebody that work with these two people, that is it's almost like they are there for the fun of it. They're not an employee per se. So, because it's a page, maybe they are, the child of these two, perhaps. I know this is very specific, but it is how it's coming through. But what they do here is, it's like they are on the lookout. It's like they are this raider, because here, with the Two of Wands, they are the ones who take the first steps to announce to these ones if there are others approaching, if there are others coming. Because the Two of Wands traditionally is the card of, this big horizon that, it's, sending out the intention, but also being on the lookout for the things that one wishes to come to them. And I feel like this is their part. It's like their contribution. And it's almost like this is a secondary character, but perhaps it's crucial, because if they are being shown here, if they are making their presence known, is because, and it's also because it's the page. So I feel like this, again, as I was saying, with the example of you approaching these ones as, a child approaches their parents, asking for shelter, asking for a hug, asking for love. It's almost like you see that in this relationship between this one and these two. So it's like they are on the frontier, they are on the door, they are it's like they are up on the cliff, seeing from a higher perspective because of their innocence, because they do this with joy and they laugh about it and there's fun involved. So this is not a job. This is not, maybe this is not an actual organization or a charity or a nonprofit. Maybe this is just, your cousin, right? Your youngest cousin that is there on the door waiting to receive you. And they're, maybe we're talking about a family gathering, but the sense that I'm having, it's not that personal, because I don't feel like there is such, it's like there is no previous connection between you and these two cups. It's almost like these are new people that feel like family. So perhaps it's like a family gathering, but it's like the discovery of your soul family in a sense. Because I feel like you don't know them, or at least they're not as intimate or close to you as they're not intimate and close to the other who's, arriving just after you. or the other ones, because again, it's like their role in this is to be 2 steps ahead from where these ones are, but it's like they are on the, it's almost like the way that I'm seeing this, it's like, you know, somebody that's at the gateway, and it's like it's serving as the front man, right? Or the front woman. It's like they announce the arrival to these ones who are going to receive you or whomever arrives there. So it's like the way that I'm seeing this, it's like they're saying, there's another one. It's actually very beautiful because there's a lot of purity, there's a lot of innocence involved, because it's the spirit of the page, meaning it's very young and very youthful and very joyful. And it's like, again, it's like maybe you didn't know this before arriving there, that, you know, not only they are going to take you in because they have plenty of room, but they have plenty of room for more people other than you. And I feel like that's the surprise, because it's almost like there's a lineup, really. Because again, what they're doing, their role is to announce the arrival of others. Because with the Ace of Cups, I mean, there are so many Cups cards here. That's why I'm saying, Gemini, your reading today is very, very lovely. It's like it's filled with love all around. And it's interesting because not only the 2 initial cards are Cups cards, but the bottom row, which, you know, there are 4 cards today for the bottom row, they're all Hearts cards. And I'm going to show you. But before any of that, the Ace of Cups. So remember when I was talking about here that you are this heart here on the top, and you are approaching these 2 asking, can I join you? Will you embrace me? Can I enter your lovely space? Can I be taken in by you? Can you give me shelter of some kind? Can you give me love of some kind? And as soon as they say yes, it's almost like they're saying, yes, we're used to this. Please come in. But there's something that is very important here, because I feel like, yes, they have plenty of room, but to those who are a match to the co-creation from the heart. So there has to be a resonance to be part of this safety net, in a sense. Because the reason why I'm saying there has to be a match, there has to be a heart resonance, is because the lover is coming after this Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is the next one. It's like, you know, after you arrive, not only you're seeing that, yes, there is plenty of room, that you can be safe there, that this is a place where you can trust, that you can just, it's like you can express your emotions safely. You're not going to be judged. And it's almost like it's more than that. It's not just that you will have peace and it's going to be tranquil and allow you to express yourself. But more than that, it's very creative. It's very co-creative. It is a place where it's like more than just being yourself and feeling at ease because of that. That's the point that I want to emphasize. You're going to make something with it. It's not just about resting, or it's not just about finding a place where you can stay. It's more about what you can do, what you can create and co-create with these ones. Because this is their whole intention of taking in people, so that these people can work together and create something beautiful together. And so it's almost like this one acts as the filter, because they are the ones who announce this. They are on the lookout. They are on it's like they are on the frontier. They are on the edge before people reach the 2 founders, the 2 hearts, I was going to say the 2 engines, but it's not like a machine. It's more organic than that. It's like, but you know, the two people who are organizing all of this, who you seem to be approaching at the very start of this reading. So, but it's like you have passed through the filter of this one. And now that you see how it works, it's like this one, because it's like before you approached this one, you didn't know that there was even a filter that was this one, that it's like this innocent energy. It's like the permission to enter, it's actually given by this one, not by the two cups who are receiving you. You see what I mean? So it's almost like there is the necessity to have a kid with a very youthful, joyful, loving, young, free spirit to filter who is allowed in. And you pass that filter, in a sense. That's the reason why you are seeing all of this. But you only realize that there is this filter, and that's the reason why I feel like this is being shown to you, because there is another there. And it's like you're seeing from the inside. You're seeing from the inside how this works for another, or for whomever approaches, because there is another heart, which I feel like this is not necessarily your heart. It's the heart of another, and we're going to see these two next. But there is a heart of another that is being announced, because the way that I'm seeing this, it's like this kid shouting back to the parents. You know, it's like the parents are there with you. They are hosting you, or they are just welcoming you into the space and showing you around. And then suddenly there is this very tender shout, but it's a shout. It's like, you know, they are announcing very, it's like they break the ice, in a sense, with their joy, with their innocence, with their it's interesting, the word that just came through, it's like with their creative ways of announcing. It's almost like each time is different. Each time they say it in a different way, with a different tone, with a different smile. It's like they are really funny. They have this very youthful spirit. And so now that they are shouting to their parents, or to the founders, let's say, it's like you see exactly what happened with you, and why you were let in, why you were welcomed by these ones. So it's almost like now you're seeing, because it's happening to another, that it's like just right behind you. And so they're saying, there's another one. This is how I'm seeing it. And it's almost like there is a pause, and then there is the lovers, because it's like there is the evidence that another heart is approaching by this one. So they announce, there is another one. And then suddenly it's like there is a gap, there is a silence. But then it's like, it's a match. It's a match. This is how I'm seeing it. It's funny, Gemini. It's really beautiful. It's like, it's very light. It's very, it's just playful. It's playful. It's joyful. So the other heart that approaches, it's a match to the place, to the ones who are already there, who is also part of the co-creation, or willing to be part of the co-creation. It's resonant to whomever is already there. So the beautiful thing that I feel like happens is because these two cards came together. And, you know, I saw this card first, which is showing you the Queen of Cups, and this was turned like this. So I didn't see it until I turned. And to my surprise, and I feel like to your surprise as well, being the King of Cups, I feel like this person who is arriving, you know, right after you, it's not just a match to the place where you feel also like you belong to that place, but I feel like they belong to you, in a sense. It's like you're both of you have a particular match, like a deeper connection that you didn't imagine. And I feel like this one didn't either. It's almost like it's a surprise to see each other, because there is such level of connection and just resonance, heart resonance. So what is going to happen from then on, I really don't know, because yes, this could definitely be, you know, a love connection, a romantic relationship. But I feel like more than anything else, it's about what you're going to co-create together, and not just the two of you. Although, yes, I feel like there is like a higher proximity between the both of you, just because you arrived together or almost at the same time. But it's also part of what you're going to co-create with the ones that are already there, who are embracing you. It's like part of the community, but you perhaps doing something even closer. You see what I mean? So it's really, really beautiful. It's very pure. It's interesting because yesterday also for the Taurus, it was, you know, the reading started with this message. It's very pure and simple. And I feel like here it's the same thing, but it's very pure and simple because you have found your people in a sense. And it's very relieving and it's very heartwarming, really. So whomever this other heart is that you're going to meet at a very precious, very safe place, I feel like they are as much as in awe as you, Gemini. So I am going to pull more cards for you, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.